Hello there and welcome to the Drowsy Dragon. While we don't have an official release date yet for 12.1, the community is mostly expecting it to launch on the 11th and 12th of August for NA and EU, with the Season 2 starting the week after patch launch. So let's take a look at all the things that are going to change when the patch comes around and the things that are being removed from the game to see what you might want to achieve before that happens. Let's start with the obvious seasonal ones. Mythic Plus Achievements. For getting to 1500 rating, you get the Keystone Conqueror achievement and the Umbral title. If you get to 2000, you get Keystone Master, of course, and earn the Calamitous Carrion Mount. Then you've got 2500 rating, which gets you the Keystone Hero achievement and the Light of the Party, which is the one that gives you the Gleaming Sun modes to allow you to have some extra special effects on your Season 1 tier sets. Climbing even further to 3k rating gets you the Keystone Legend achievement and the Convalescent Carrion Mount. And then of course if you get to 3400 you get the Keystone Myth achievement. Now this is the one which gives you the Umbral Contender title as well as the Time Lost Saddle. So you can go to Lindomi and buy any one of these mounts from the previous seasons. The top 1% of players will get the Umbral Champion achievement and the Umbral Ashes mount. And this will require either 3800 or 3900 plus rating for NA and EU respectively, so if you do want to get this, you've still got to keep on pushing. It is the top 1% that will get that Umbral Ashes mount, which is the red and black recolor of the Ashes of Bello-Ren. And the top 0.1% of players will earn the Umbral Hero achievement and the Umbral Hero title. And also guys, don't snooze on the portals. If you haven't yet got your timed plus 10s on the various Midnight Season 1 dungeons, it's a good thing to do. They're actually not that difficult now, especially with the gear levels we can currently get to. So if you get some plus 10 timed, you get the portals, and they will serve you throughout the rest of Midnight, and if those dungeons ever come back in the Mythic Plus rotation in the future, which we have seen a few times before. So getting the portals is a nice aim. Sliding on over into PvP territory, we've then got the Gladiator title and mount, of course, for getting this achievement, as well as the Vicious Snap Lizard mounts that you can earn from the bar here. You've also then got the Elite Transmog sets for getting to 1800 rating, and pushing even further to 1950 PvP rating will allow you to get the Galaxy Weapon Illusion, which is very cool indeed. The PvP weapon illusions are often pretty nice, and this is one of them. And we do of course have the raid achievement, so ahead of the curve for each individual raid. Remember, it's not just one this time, we've got the 3 raids to choose from that came at the start of Midnight. You've got the Dream Rift, you've got the Void Spire, and you've got the March on Keldanas. So ahead of the curve is for Heroic, and then you've also got Cutting Edge for doing each raid on Mythic. And then, as well, remember Sporefall, the new raid that recently came into the game. Now, here you've got various rewards, toys, a Hearthstone appearance, and things like that. You've also got some pretty decent gear as well, which is nice for when you're gearing up some alts, because the Sporefall fight isn't that hard. And you've also got the mount you can get for getting the 4 Spore Snacks. So you can only get one of these per week, and it does drop on any difficulty. It's quite a nice mount, it's very easy to get. You could literally do this on LFR if you wanted to, but you can only get one per week. So if you haven't started this yet, if you may be returning to the game, it's a good time to get this done on any difficulty while people are still doing it, because when Season 2 comes around, you're probably not going to be going back there quite as often. Next thing to definitely make sure that you don't snooze on is the Omnacious Fallacious. Yes, the Omnium Folio. Do make sure you get this unlocked. It's actually had a portal added to the Magistus Terrace University, so you don't need to fly over there anymore every week to do the quests. About time they gave us that portal. And as of this reset this week on the 14th of July, you can now unlock all the levels of the Omnulium Fanulium. So do this, don't snooze on it. The Omnacious Fallacious will give you power all the way through Midnight, so it does apply to your ults as well. You only have to do the quests on one character, and then you can unlock the tiers of the Omnacious Bodacious on all of your ults. And the Omninium Felinium will provide power throughout the entirety of the Midnight expansion, so definitely don't snooze on this. Next, of course, we've got the campaign, because in a bit of a weird change this time, they've actually given us some of the next expansion's campaign a little bit earlier, so you can now complete Chapter 1 of the 12.1 campaign, even though we're still in patch 12.0.7. This was released on the reset on the 8th of July and is titled Legacy of the Armani. If you haven't done this, you can pick it up from Orwena in the big building in the centre of Silvermoon. You do need to complete this chapter as well as chapter 2 to be able to access the new zone, the Cursed Isle, when 12.1 releases. So make sure you get this done so you can get straight into the new content on patch day. And then we've got leveling and potentially gearing some alts that you want to play in 12.1. It has never been a better time to level characters in World of Warcraft than it is right now, especially for Midnight, because you've got the Turbulent Timeways event, which is one thing you may want to get some things done for as well. You are leveling characters, you've got the buff that stacks a 30% XP gain from kills and quest turn-ins. That's achieved by doing 4 time walking dungeons. And you've also then got the fact that the XP changes recently came in to make Delver's Call quests phenomenally good for XP, as well as the weekly events and prey hunts and dungeon quests as well, all being boosted in XP. If you want a bit more information about that, you can check out this video that I made recently. But basically, level up now, do time walking dungeons, stack your buff to mastery of the timeways, and then just go and do some prey hunts and delves, especially the Delver's Call quests, and you'll level up super duper fast in Midnight. So definitely a great time to level up any alts that you might play in the rest of the expansion. And then when it comes to gearing up, there are some decent ways to gear up quite quickly now at this point in Midnight. So one quick way to get some more gear is by using the field accolades. If you use those ones that you've gained from the ritual site and the Void Assault activities, you can buy champion or hero gear for your alts from Mare and Silverwing in Silvermoon up at the Void Assault's hub. You can also do the Time Walking weekly quest, which will give your character a piece of hero equipment, which can be really nice if you roll something good from that chest. And you've also got things like Bountiful Delves at tier 8 and above that give decent gear, as well as filling up your weekly vault, and then World Bosses and Rays in Natal and Val, they can give some decent gear as well. If you want some champion gear just to boost your eye level a little bit for a freshly dinged alt, you can also buy eye level 246 champion gear from Agmera next to the portal to the Timeways in Silvermoon. Any crests that you've got are worth spending as well, so do not hold on to crests, they will not translate into Season 2 crests, so spend those on any characters where you've got spare ones. Even if it only gets you a slightly higher item level, it's always worth going in there with that to the next patch, because it's just going to make your life easier when you come to doing delves and Mythic Plus when the season starts and things like that. So spend all your crests, don't worry about saving them. So when it comes to delves, one thing you can do if you haven't already done it is level Valeera to level 60. She will get a new level cap of 80 in patch 12.1, so try and get her to cap now, and then she'll just basically help you in the delves quite a lot. She's very powerful when she does get to max level, so do try and level her up as best you can before the new season. You can level her quite quickly by doing any bountiful delve once a day, and making sure to loot all the Mistlaid Curiosity bags that often give a very good chunk of XP. Valeera does get bonus XP from the first delve completion each day, so you don't have to drive yourself insane by doing thousands of delves in a day, just do one every day and you'll see that she quickly gains levels. Do try and get to Renown 10 on the Season 1 Delver's Journey as well, because there are some quite nice rewards that you can get from doing so. Your Season 1 progress will get wiped, so do, farm some delves if you're really behind on this, until you get any rewards that you do like the look of. I would also spend your Undercoin, because this typically does reset at the start of a new season, because there will be some new refreshed rewards on the Delver's Journey path and from the vendors in the Delver's Hub. You've got Naladia Rivergleam and Telemancer Astrandis that sell items there. Now what will likely happen is the rewards from these guys won't go away, they just will be available instead for Voidlight Marl. So if you've got some spare Undercoin, you may as well spend it on these things to save you the Voidlight Marl later on. And then when it comes to Prey system, I would normally recommend that you would get to level 10 on the Prey Seeker's Journey, however, it doesn't seem that that will actually matter. It seems that all the rewards from Prey currently are going to stay on the vendors, so there's actually no rush to grind out your Prey Renown if you haven't done it yet. What I would do is spend your Remnants of Anguish. Now these will likely reset as well, similar to Undercoin. You may want to wait till we get official confirmation of this, but I would think that was a sensible move to reset it with the new rewards we can get. There will be a whole host of new rewards to buy, and the Season 2 Prey Renown track to progress as well. So buy the rewards that you like from the vendor now, and use up any of your remaining Remnants of Anguish. The achievements will be easier to get, which is a very nice change in 12.1, because if you complete a Prey hunt on Nightmare mode, you will also get achievement progress for doing that on hard and normal as well, which saves you an absolute ton of time going back and doing them all on hard and all on normal. So when you log in on patch 12.1, if you have already killed all the prey targets on Nightmare mode, you'll get the achievements for the other 2 tiers of difficulty as well. And with Delves, it's also worth mentioning about ula'tek, the Delve Nemesis boss this time around. So if you haven't yet killed him, if you kill him on normal mode, you will get the My Shady Nemesis achievement and the ula'tek Domini Transmog. Then if you kill him on double ? difficulty before Season 2 starts, you get the Lighting the Dark achievement, and that brings the title, the Ominous, which is kinda cool. And then if you do ula'tek on double ? difficulty solo, you will get the Let Me Solo Him achievement and earn the Arcano Void Construct mount. So this should actually be quite easy to do now with the item level of gear that we can currently obtain on 12.0.7. So give it a go and try it. It shouldn't be too difficult for you. And then the last big thing I would mention for anyone that enjoys housing, before we get into the admin of things, is to get your house XP up, because of course we are going to get some new housing levels. The new level cap will be 12 in patch 12.1, and it will take 22,200 XP to get to level 12. So you can check what house XP you've got. A nice easy way of doing this is getting the Vamus's Endeavors add-on, and you can type /VE when you've done that, and it will bring up this menu, and it just easily shows you how much XP you've got left to earn, and the different types of Endeavor tasks you can do so. There's a ton of decor, budget, and room placement limit to unlock from levels 10 to 12, as well as some new items from the Last Architect via a weekly quest. And at level 12, you will also gain access to large house exteriors, which have been data mined and they look pretty cool overall. If you get to 22,200 XP before the patch goes live, you'll instantly be able to unlock level 12 on patch day. So that can be an aim for you to complete if you do love housing. The best way to level your house currently is simply completing Endeavor activities. And also, of course, you can earn new pieces of decor, which will get you 10 XP for your house every time you learn a new piece. And that does still count for both your Alliance and Horde house. Do also make sure that you don't forget to loot the chest near the bulletin board for 250 XP to your house and some community coupons when your neighborhood finishes the Endeavor. And as well for housing, we get the import and export feature, and we can save our builds into blueprints finally. So prepare for some new builds. I think there's going to be a big surge of people doing more housing builds because we can now save them. We don't have to simply delete them every time we want to do something new. So there's probably going to be a bit of a resurgence in the housing interest, which I hope to see as well. So if you've got any other ideas of things you want to do with different builds, now's the time to get planning what you're going to do, so you can hit the ground running as soon as the patch launches. And other than that then guys, the things to do before 12.1 launches, it's really kind of admin bits. So things like clearing out your quest log of quests that you just don't intend to complete, or things that you're just not bothered about. Making sure your bags are nice and clear as well. We do gather a lot of clutter. Hopefully you've got an add-on that auto sells junk. It can be quite handy as well. But maybe even bits of gear, like green items, blue items that you're just not going to use. Maybe some Warbound Season 1 gear as well that you have no intention of using on any ults. Could be worth just auction housing that, or maybe just vendoring it or disenchanting it. And disenchanting brings us to professions. So if you have not yet got your professions leveled up, it's a good time to do that while the mats might be on the cheaper side if you're just buying the mats and not actually farming them yourself. So level up your professions, get some more knowledge points. That will help you when it comes to Season 2 and people start wanting crafted weapons and armor and things like that again, or potions and other consumables. It's always worth having your professions up to date. So yeah, perfect time to do that is now. But there we go guys, there's my list for things to do before Season 2 rolls around and patch 12.1 launches. If you feel like I've missed anything and you've got any other tips, please do let us know in the comments and share your advice. Big thank you to our channel members here on YouTube and over on Patreon for supporting the channel with their own money. And thank you to you guys for watching the video today. I do appreciate your time. If you have enjoyed the video and found it useful, please do leave it a like and consider subscribing to the channel for more content all about World of Warcraft from me, the Drowsy Dragon. Thanks for watching guys, have a brilliant day. I've been the Drowsy Dragon and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.